Our colleagues Shubham and Eric, just this last week, they released a new blog post called Building Long-Running AI Agents That Never Lose Context with ADK. And this is great. This is open source. You can check it out. And what the tutorial really gives you is a new hire onboarding coordinator agent using this long-running agent pattern. This is something that could run potentially for weeks and weeks. The way that it works is that the agent sends a new person that's onboarding a welcome packet. It then pauses. It can pause for a long time, multiple days, while you're waiting on that new employee to do things like sign their documents, delegate, talk about, the IT provisioning. So maybe you have a sub-agent helping with that. You might be waiting another few days for hardware delivery, right? We're trying to get them their laptops. And finally, they might get a personalized day one schedule at the end of all of this. And you want to complete all of these steps using your agents without losing any of your context. Now, I mentioned the importance of, memory, dormancy, multi-agent delegation. All of these same concepts apply here. This is a really great blog post for just being able to get started with something a little bit more nuanced. Now, you'll see a preview of it here. I've actually got this running locally. Let's kick off a fresh onboarding case. I'm going to give it a name, an email, a start date, anything that it kind of requires for us to get started. So what I'm going to do is click New Case and fill in the new hire details and then submit. So we're going to click Start Fresh Case. We have our HR Command Center. We have our employee portal. We can see that there's a few different pieces here. You can see there's a number of actions, right? You have to sign your packet. You've got your hardware, right? Well, that's not something available just yet. And you can see that we've sent the employee a welcome email. It's waiting for their signature. It's waiting for the next employee action. There's an entire workflow that's in place here. So the agent has called our send welcome packet, logging the ADK activity, and then it immediately stops. And it's now in really that dormant state. This is a real deployment. This container could scale. There's no polling loop, no thread spinning, and it's just waiting for an external event. So we can now move on to signing the packet, right? So on the employee portal, the new hire should be able to see their unsigned onboarding packet. And when they're ready, they can go and sign it. So you can see that we have a signed packet here, right? I'm just going to go and sign packet. You can see that we've got our ADK wake, and then it's waiting on hardware delivered. So the key thing to watch there was the UI not, optimistically updating. It was waiting for the ADK resume turn to actually complete in the back end before it shows us anything. And this is really intentional. It proves the long-running pattern is real instead of something that's faked. Once the signed packet appears, we can see the updated state on the HR panel, right? And it should say something along the lines of, the signature has been confirmed. So we see our signed packet has been confirmed. Great stuff. And then it advances to, the IT provisioning phase. So we need to then think about confirming the employee's laptop delivery. And we can simulate the carrier webhook. In production, this would be a real delivery callback from your shipping provider hitting some API endpoint. Here, the employee just clicks, the confirmed laptop delivered. So maybe they just got it in the mail, right? And you can see that our state has once again changed, and we've now got different UI here, right? We've got our day one schedule. So just to recap that sequence, the hardware delivery receipt appears, then it automatically transitions to that day one schedule. And that ordering is very intentional. The agent runs the steps in the sequence that the state machine dictates, and it can't be coerced into skipping ahead. So that's all great. Now, three things that make this pattern different from that standard chatbot agent I keep bringing up is that durable memory schema. State is an enum in a database. It's not just raw JSON chat logs in some vector store. There isn't context pollution. So we shouldn't have token bloat after weeks of idle time. And second, we've got that event-driven dormancy. The agent isn't, continuously running between those pause gates. It's fully at rest. It's sleeping. And third, multi-agent delegation. When the coordinator needed to provision IT accounts, it didn't do it alone. It was able to delegate to a specialized sub-agent and keep each agent targeted with the reasoning chain still being very clean. So this all looks great. As a reminder, this is completely open source. We'll make sure to link you up to this repo so you can go and you can check out the full setup. It's also got a front end that you can customize to your own needs, but this is a great example, and I definitely recommend checking it out.